Welcome to Toyota Warriors Postgame Live, where the mood, it was a bit glum before the game as OKC came in with the NBA's best record, obviously the top team in a Western Conference, but the Warriors, after beating the Utah Jazz last night, getting back on track, get a monster victory over Oklahoma City, outscoring them in the second half. They win 116-109 despite SGA's, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's 52 points. But we're going to go straight inside the Chase Center to Loon Dog himself, Kevon Looney, tying a career high with 18 points. He goes 8 of 9 for the free throw line, was physical out there tonight, beating one of the best teams in the NBA. Kevon, welcome to the program. Great night for you. And it felt like it was going to be one of those physical games early on, and you brought the physicality. Discuss your night tonight as you tied a career high with 18 points.
I feel like I did a good job of bringing the physicality. I wish they kind of beat us up on the glass, but we did what we had to do to get the win. We was able to get stops and still get out and run. So it was a good team win.
Big Loon, one thing I noticed in the fourth quarter, the bench was playing so well. Shout out to you, shout out to Pods. Everybody came into the game, contributed so well that Steph was able to take a break in the fourth and come back fresh with 4 minutes left in the game. How big is that for that to happen in a game like this?
It's big for us. Steph is the best closer in the league. We know if we keep it close and we go out there and do what we're supposed to do, he's going to be able to close the game out. And that's what we did. We was able to keep the ball moving, play hard, get stops, and he was able to finish it for us.
Loon, you tie your career high with 18 points. You go 8 for 9 from the free throw line in 25 minutes. Talk about your conditioning, Loon. I mean, your conditioning is phenomenal. I see you pregame working on your jump shot. Just looks like your total game's coming back into play, man.
Definitely know that's a part of being a professional. You always got to stay ready. When our team is so deep, we go so many different people. You never know how many minutes you're going to play, so you got to stay ready, stay sharp. And tonight was my night, and I feel like I delivered.
Big Lou, 4 blocks tonight. You had to turn the clock back a little bit. A little joker today. What's up, man?
Yeah, man. I feel like you out there.
Well, Lil Dog, Malik just brought up the pregame routine. Bully and I always wonder when you're going to start shooting some jumpers, man. You're busting them up in pregame warm-ups, man. Nothing but that 10 in a row. We're going to see some shots here in the future from you.
Yeah, pretty soon. I had to get my free throw percentage up first, and I'm going to get out there.
Hey, Loon, don't tell Steve I say every 5 rebounds you get to shoot a 3.
Hey, I should have good one the next game then.
All right, man.
Hey, Lou, congrats, man. We'll see you Friday night. Hell of a win tonight. And congrats to you on tying the career high with 18 points.
I appreciate it.
Anytime. Loon Dog here on Toyota Warriors Postgame Live. Phenomenal night. 8 of 9 for the free throw line. And the Warriors bench outscored OKC's bench 48-21. And despite SGA scoring 52 points, the Warriors really dominated and controlled the last 3 quarters of the game, Fezzi.
Bonte, if you want to vote for MVP today, I'm voting for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He came into the game with a mindset that he was going to attack and destroy this whole game. Outscored the Warriors 21-20 by himself in the first quarter, so it was on. But it seems like that strategy of just isolating Shai for the whole game, letting him be the scorer, not letting the other guys really get involved, maybe till the end of the game, not letting the guys get involved. It threw the Thunder off a rhythm, and the Warriors were attacking the whole night. They got out-rebounded, they were outsized, but still being able to run, that pace is so important for the Warriors. And when they had that pace, they outscored in a fast break 18-5. So the Warriors were playing fast the whole night, and they couldn't recover, the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure it was the Oklahoma City Thunder's strategy or the Warriors strategy, but I think Shai Gilgeous' big night actually took his starters out of rhythm. And the reason he got to 50, he got 18 of 21 free throws. Right. So that's when he has those big nights. But a lot of players were not in rhythm. They only had 3 players in double figures. The Warriors, after that first quarter, really gathered themselves. And I thought their overall team defense was good. Look, the Thunder probably missed, they would probably say they missed a lot of shots they would normally make. They struggled from the 3-point line. And outside of Shai, no real player really hurt them. And the Warriors had 5 or 6 plays in double figures, so a total team effort. I thought what Festus said, when Steph went out of the game, they were up one. He came back in, they were up 4, kind of stabilized that game. So the bench did a great job, total team effort. It's a great win on a back-to-back without Draymond and Kuminga.
They were down 13. Andrew Wiggins hits a buzzer beater right before halftime to go down 10, 58-48. Then the Warriors ended up going on a run 27-10 against Oklahoma City to get back into the game. And from that point on, it was nip and tuck. And Stephen Curry got to the game. He got rolling. But let's pick up the crunch time tape, because this is a phenomenal NBA basketball game. OKC, you see why they're so good offensively and defensively. They're so fast, skilled, and athletic. But Pods,
big shot.
Give them credit. Being ready there, decisive 11 points for Pod off the bench, including 7 assists.
This right here lose him. I see you, Kyle Anderson.
Shot clock expiring.
Really came into the game. At the end of the game, this is a confident Warriors bench. Big block right here, Kevon Looney. The bench has been playing well for the Warriors. You've seen them the past couple of games take over games. It's won a game against the Utah Jazz, and now in this game, confident, giving Steph Curry a chance to take a break and come back in the fourth to take over. But man, this is a nip and tuck game for the end.
No doubt about that. A 29-12 run, really, and then set up the fourth quarter theatrics. Jalen Williams with a nice layup. He's a smooth player. He finished with 26 points for OKC, 12 of 26. Here's Schroeder there, and Stephen Curry said, I'm just going to put the ball in my hands, and I'm going to let it fly. Turn it back the clock there, and that could have been night-night. Fezzy fell as the Warriors go up 6. Thunder came down, hit a basket. Curry with the rock. He's looking around, but Andrew Wiggins, who's averaging 19 and 5 in the month of January, he finishes with 27 points tonight, Willie, 4 rebounds, and then it's Young Glove.
Woo!
GP2.
Air Oakland.
Air Oakland. Air Glove, Air Oakland, Air GP2.
Bonte and Festus, we saw some phenomenal shot making there, right?
Yep.
One possession game. We saw slow-mo at the end of the shot clock. Steph with that big three. Andrew Wiggins with a big three in the corner there. But maybe the biggest shot of the game was at the end of the third quarter. When Wiggins made that.
End of the second quarter.
Third quarter.
Third quarter, too. Yeah, third quarter. Yeah.
So coming into tonight's game, the Oklahoma City, the Thunder, were 34-1 when leading after 3. That shot that Wiggins made at the end of the third tied the game. Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, stats are stats, right? But it played out to be a huge shot. They made many more big shots in the fourth quarter, but just shows you every little possession ended a shot clock. We always talk about finishing quarters, finishing possessions by getting shots. We talked pregame about being active, but also if you don't like what you see, play to the end of the shot clock. There could be some good shots at the end of the clock. Steph made a nice dagger 3. Wiggins, that dagger 3 in the corner was the second left on the shot clock.
So OKC's 34-1 when leading after 3 quarters.
Yes.
The Warriors are like 1 for 800 when trailing after 3 quarters. So yes, that's a huge basket.
That's a big shot.
It's a big shot. It's a big swing right there. Not to mention, I thought the shot before halftime was huge because OKC, they were up 13 and rolling. They cut it to 10, and the Warriors used that momentum to begin the third quarter. Let's pick up that tape here where the Warriors went on that run to get back into it. They outscore Oklahoma City in the third quarter, 36-26. They shoot over 56% from the floor. Here's a 3 right here to kick-started a 27-10 run. You see Buddy Hield, he got rolling there in that third quarter. He scored 5. Steph Curry got his shot going. He scored 8 in the third frame. That was a tough take right there by Buddy Buckets. But the Warriors outscore OKC 36-26. They shoot 56.5%. They shoot 55% from the three-point line in that frame. And more importantly, Fezzy fell, OKC just 9-24, and they slowed down SGA as he shot just 3 of 9 in the third quarter.
Look at this ball movement, Bonte. The Warriors taking advantage of the pressure from OKC. The athletes, these guys are flying all over the place, the OKC Thunder, and the Warriors just being patient, moving the ball, making sure all 5 guys touch the ball on multiple possessions. There's a lot of playmakers on the floor. Kevon Looney, GP2, you got Dennis Schroeder. All these guys were making plays for their teammates, and even Dennis Schroeder with 7 assists. He was huge this game. You got to see the thing that he came here for this team for. That speed, his playmaking, and then that mid-range shot was automatic all night long.
This was a gritty win because the Warriors didn't have their A game whatsoever against the best team in the league. You know, another stat that stuck out to me, they were minus 18 on field goal attempts. But their solid defense, they both had 40 made field goals. The Thunder took 99 field goal attempts, the Warriors just 81. So that's usually a number when you see that with the Warriors leads to a loss. But I thought they were really gritty, you know, made some big shots at the end of the shot clock. So this is a huge win for them on a back-to-back.
What the heck is going on, man? I'm talking offense, Mully's talking defense. Can we get back to the normal program now?
No, I was talking field goal attempts.
You said the great defense.
FGA is better.
You were Kyle Anderson, you're wearing Isaiah Joe that was bumping into each other in the third quarter there, or the fourth quarter.
Concussion protocol?
Yeah, I need to check on you guys. You need to center it on the set. But, you know, I tell you a guy who's balling, 19-5 in the month of January. He's having a spectacular season, a bounce-back season, and that's Andrew Wiggins. Remember last season, career lows at points, field goal percentage, free throws. He was awful. But tonight, 27 big ones while trying to chase around SGA and Jalen Williams. 10-17 from the floor. Tied his career high with 5 made threes. 5 made threes tonight on 8 attempts. He was catching and shooting. 4 rebounds, 2 assists. He was working hard tonight trying to keep up with these young hyenas from the Oklahoma City Thunder. Wiggs played 38 minutes and 21 seconds. There's too much talk on the sports radio airways about trading this guy. Why would we want to trade this guy who's a very solid two-way player and is guarding the best perimeter player night in and night out?
Wiggs is a mismatch advantage for the Warriors on most nights in the NBA. You saw him attack from all different facets. He was at the three-point line. We saw some catch and shoots from tonight from Wiggs when he was off the ball. We saw him on the ball, creating, getting to the rack. We saw him running in transition. We saw him posting up on smaller defenders who are, for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their defenders are usually stocky and big compared to other guys, but the guys on Wiggs are smaller. He's about 6'8", 6'9". He's taking advantage of that. Right now, he's on automatic, just going to the rim, attacking. And for the Warriors to be successful right now, you need this Wiggs to show up every night, and tonight he was phenomenal.
Yeah, plus to play 38 minutes on a back-to-back. And I agree with you, Bonte. He's as important outside of Steph as any Warrior on that team. He plays the opposing team's best offensive play every single night. I think his offensive balanced attack is really going well this year. Tonight, knocking down threes, getting into post, playing in transition. So he's having a really good year, back to the way he was in 2022 when they won a championship.
No doubt about that. Only 27 points from him tonight, a team high for the Golden State Warriors. Now, Stephen Curry was struggling at the half. He was 1 of 7. Check out this graphic. Second half against the Lakers, we talked about this ad nauseum. 0 for 8 in the second half, 0 for 4 for the three-point line. But the first half of this game, we're thinking, how are the Warriors going to stay in it? Steph scored 4 in the first half. He was 1 of 7, so that's a combined 1 of 15 and 0 of 6 for the three-point line in his previous 4 quarters. But then the second half happened, Fezzi fell. And in the second half, Stephen Curry got rolling with 8 in the third quarter. He finished with 17. And it'll just look like he let the game come to him. Didn't force a lot as OKC was all over him with Lou Dort. He finished with 6 of 15 from the floor, 5 of 10 from the three-point line, but 17 of that 21 coming in the second half, Fezzi fell.
Well, you see these plays right here, Bonte, to get Steph going. He had some shots where he's coming off the screens. Brandon Podziemski finds him. Buddy Hield finds him. And then Steph can go off the wiggle after that. Then he can come off the screen with Kevon Looney. You just see the chemistry of the Warriors continue to form and evolve. You know this is the best shooter in the history of the NBA. Your job is to find ways to get him open, and the Warriors are doing a great job of getting Steph to play and getting to play off of Steph's gravity and also trying to get Steph off the ball so that he can be that force that we know that can come off screens and make shots.
Yeah, one of Steph's greatest gifts outside of his shot making, his ball handling, playmaking, is his awareness, his patience, combined with confidence. Like you said, Bonte, he has no problem letting the game come to him. If they're double teaming him, he gets off the ball early, trusts his teammates, and he doesn't need a lot of shots to get hot. You said he had been struggling, but he gets those open looks. The other team is really, really worried about that. He knocked some big-time shots down tonight, but his patience and his confidence is where that comes from.
Knowing when they attacked too early in the offense, if he saw a one-on-one opportunity, he took advantage of it tonight.
Well, also, I thought he did a great job reading. You know, sometimes they would double him, sometimes they were fighting over the top. He was finding that little gap there where there was a little indecision. Not a lot. Most players wouldn't think they were open, but Steph has the ability to. He only needs a small window to knock down those shots.
I got to give a lot of credit to the bench and to the role players. I think a lot of guys are playing well off of his gravity. We talked about the confidence the team had coming into this game. A game like last night against the Utah Jazz. A lot of guys come in, they play up. Brandon Podziemski had 20 points last night. Right. He comes into this game confident, feeling good, and he's attacking. Now the defense can't double Steph like they normally do, right? Over the last couple of weeks, Steph now can get freed up in the second half and really attack because the bench is really attacking themselves and being successful.
And I thought tonight was so impressive because they got dominated in the first quarter. They're down 10 at half. But they look like the more energetic, quick, athletic team in the second half, which is pretty amazing after playing last night.
Yeah, no doubt they outscore Oklahoma City 68-51 in the second half. The bench outscores OKC's bench 48-21, and this is a feel-good win. And they'll have a day off tomorrow night to get ready for the Phoenix Suns Friday right here at Chase Center. They're now 4-3 during this pivotal 9-game stretch. We're going to hear from the head coach of the Warriors on the other side, Steve Kerr.